Hi everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little book haul. I unfortunately fell victim to the many book Black Friday sales. I have a little bit of a collective haul behind me and yeah, we're just going to sit and talk about books today. I will say it's a collective haul. I did not buy these all at the same time. Would be way too much money if I did, but I just needed a physical TBR refresh. I've shrunk down my physical TBR quite a bit, but I just needed a refresh. I needed some new books that got me excited about reading, and so that is what this stack is today. So we're gonna get straight into this, starting out with the two books that I didn't buy but my mom actually gave me. These are from her collection of stories, and why did I say stories? Her collection of books from back home. I just recently have read Wicked, and these are the next two books in the series. So book 2 is Son of a Witch. She gave me this copy and I really like it because you can tell it's been aged and loved. I believe this story follows Alphaba's son, and I'm not quite sure where the storyline goes from there. I'm still deciding if I'm going to move forward with the series. I did like Wicked. I think I might not read it this year. I might just save the rest of the series for next year and just continue on with my other books on my TBR this year. And then the third book in the series is A Lion Among Men. So she gave me her copy of that. And it's just a little... That is stunning. Shut up. And then you have the map on the inside. That is so cool. I didn't know that. I think this one is following all of the side characters. I'm not quite sure. I got drinks with friends last night and we were talking about Wicked and like what is part 2 and the differences between the play and the books. And it's very interesting. But yeah, my mom gave me these two copies, so I'm excited to add these to my TBR. I think maybe like February or March, I might try and read these. So got those. It's finally winter and I finally feel that urge to read fantasy. Specifically, I really want to read fantasy that's kind of like dark and wintry feeling. I absolutely loved the Kingdom of the Wicked series when I read it. I read it like 2 years ago, I want to say. That is a YA fantasy romantasy series, and she has a spin-off series that is about the brothers. So in the Kingdom of the Wicked series, if I'm remembering correctly, we follow Wrath and then his love interest, his love story. So this is Throne of the Fallen, and this one is following Prince Envy. So I really liked the stories because it's about the different princes of hell, and with this being a more adult romance, I think it's going to be more up my alley. If I'm being 100% honest, when this book first came out, I wasn't completely interested with picking it up. I kind of had read the OG series and I was just done with the world. I was ready to close that chapter, but I'm ready to dive back in. I want to experience it again, and I honestly think that this is going to be the next book that I pick up. I'm right now reading a book that will have a reading vlog coming out shortly, but once that's done, I'm going to pick up this. I'm also love the sprayed edges. I think it's such a beautiful copy, and I'm pretty sure Sarah Caroli has a little thing in here. I just think it's so cool that BookTube is starting to be like recognized with publishers. Got this, really love this copy. And I got that one on the Target. I got that book on the Target buy two get one free sale. They had that sale going like literally all of November. I'm pretty sure the day that I'm filming this, it's still going. So I did a few different purchases for that sale. When I got that book, I actually got these next two books. First, I got Tell Me Lies. If you are heavy on the internet, I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos from the TV show. This, from my understanding, is a romance story. I don't think it's actually a romance. I think it's more like a literary fiction story. It's a story of these young adults who are just going into college, and you follow Lucy and then Lucy and Steven. They are in such a toxic relationship. I'm pretty sure this book takes place past and present. I think that there's like a wedding. I'm not sure how close this is to the TV show, and I've not seen the TV show. I don't know. I think every girl has a really toxic relationship in her early 20s, and I'm interested to see how it's described in the book. I don't know. I'm very intrigued with this one. And then another book that I got, I'm very excited about this one. This is Geneva Rose's Home is Where the Bodies Are. I'm pretty sure that I've also read another book from this author, but I can't I can't think of it off the top of my head. Let me look. I read You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. Granted, I did give that book a 2-star. I've heard that this book is very good. The premise of it is so interesting to me. So in this story, these kids, I believe their parents die. So the mother passes and the 3 siblings who they've lost contact with each other, they have to reunite to basically like sort out the estate, get rid of all her stuff, whatever needs to be done. So as they're going through the tapes, they find like home videos, just nice, you know, obvious family things. And then there's one tape where none of the siblings remember the night. It's in 1999 and the dad is covered in blood. And I'm very intrigued what the hell happened. I think these books are great to have on hand when you're like in a slump, you need something fast paced. Also, it's very small. It looks like it's going to be a fast read. This cover is not what I thought it would be. That is very cool. I've seen other people when they take off the dust jacket, it is like a VHS tape. Oh, that's cool. It has summer 1999 with the little TV. I really like when authors and like publishing companies do hardback books that you take the dust jacket off and there's actually something on the hardcover. I'm not a huge fan of hardcovers. If I had to read any sort of book, I think I would choose paperback, but if I have to have a hardcover, I think that makes it worth it for me. So yeah, got that. And then the next book that I got, this I bought and I've talked about in another video that I just recently posted. I bought this after the news of the election. I think it's so important to read and stay educated on things that are happening in the world, and I bought the book Fascism by Madeleine Albright. I don't necessarily know what this is about. I believe that this is direct commentary about the buildup in World War II in the 20th century. It's more so a learning book, but I do think it is important as people just to slide a few books here and there that are more educational into our daily reading. Yeah, I'm gonna read this. I just recently read quite a lot of educational books slash classics that are around that theme, and I do need some time to just decompress and take care of my mental state before I can jump back into another book. So I don't know when I will be reading this. I think in the new year I'll probably pick it up. I just want to get through the holiday season and try and just enjoy it as much as I can. I got this book. I saw it recommended on a TikTok little carousel slideshow of some books that are good to read 2025 coming up. So yeah. Next, I have some more Target buy 2 get 1 frees. I don't really remember what is in what box. I'm also going to try and open this with just my hands because I do not have a scissors or a knife. I am so excited for this book. So I got Abby Jimenez, Yours Truly. This book, I was never interested in this when it first came out and everyone was originally talking about the story. I believe that this is the story with the doctor whose car breaks down in a small town and she gets helped out by like a small town guy. They have a romance, but obviously it's like big city girl, small town guy. I got this because if you don't know, Abby Jimenez actually lives in Minnesota. Nadia Cakes is in Minnesota, and I read just for the summer, over the summer, and that book takes place in like Minneapolis, St. Paul, the suburbs, and I loved reading it because it's so fun to read books that take place where you live. It's so, I don't know, I just loved it. So I'm pretty sure this one also takes place in Minnesota, but I'm not 100%. Also, it's weird because, not to be like oversharing on the internet, but I have a kidney disease called polycystic kidneys. It's basically I have like cysts growing on my kidneys, and later in my life I'll probably need a kidney transplant. And I'm pretty sure in this book that either a patient or one of them is on dialysis, which if you don't know what that is, it's like a treatment that people with kidney issues go on. It basically like clears out your kidneys and helps them work. It's Minnesota from what I understand. The author's from Minnesota, and it has stuff to do with like kidney treatment. I don't know. Weird, but I think this book was written for me. So, okay, and my last package of books. I'm so excited about this book. So I saw this on the Target sale, and here's the thing. When it comes to buying books from Target, I think they're great because they're very cheap. Usually you can get them all on deals, but for the most part, I've probably read all of the books that Target offers. So I don't have, what happened to that sticker? Anyways, at least the book is fine. I don't ever really see books that I haven't already read on Target, or books that I'm like not interested in but are really popular on Book Talk. But this one I saw, and it's so beautiful. First off, it has insane sprayed edges. And it was already on, oh my god, it's like gold foiled. That's insane. Shut up. That is, I think, the prettiest book that I've ever seen. You're kidding. Oh my god. Maybe I'll read this. Oh, look at that. What the hell? Okay, I don't really know what this book is. I just knew that I saw it. It was really pretty. I wanted to get it. And then also I saw that I had it on my Goodreads TBR. So I thought now would be a good time to pick it up with all the sales. So it says, I hate reading out fantasy worlds because I don't know how to say them. Astrea is a prisoner of her own mind, the past sliding from her grasp like water. But she knows she must escape the cruel arms that hold her captive and find her clouded memories once again. This quest leads her into Libertatum, a succession of trials hosted by the king in which 5 humans compete for the cycle of safety from the vampires seeking blood. Even winning the Libertatum will not keep. I just have to say, reading this is actually so difficult. The text is so tiny. Oh my god. Winning the Libertatum will not keep Astrea safe from the vampires. She's made a bargain with the beautiful and deadly knight who stalks her dreams and haunts her waking hours. He promises to keep her safe, but she knows she cannot trust him. Cannot trust his lies, even as she finds herself drawn deeper and deeper into his seductive embrace. Caught between night and her own mysteries, Astrea must decide if winning the Libertatum for her kingdom is worth her life, or if protection and the answers to her past are really her strongest desires. So yeah, I don't know if people really like this story. I haven't heard a lot about it, but this is genuinely such a beautiful book, and I am in my fantasy era right now, so I needed to pick up a few fantasies to have on my shelf. And we're finally on the last book of this haul, which I am so excited about. I've never really been interested in this book, but I've been seeing a lot of people read it recently, and I really badly want to read it. This book is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. This is a YA dystopian. I absolutely love dystopian books. I think they're one of the most interesting type of worlds. In this story, this society has basically gone past death. Death doesn't exist. Humans can survive car crashes. They don't really die of old age. So they use scythes, which are basically like Grim Reapers, kind of. They basically will choose to end someone's life for them. And I don't know much more about the story than that, but I've just heard that this series is really good. I don't know. I randomly got the urge to pick up the book, so I decided to get it, have it on my physical TBR for when I really want to just pick it up and read it. For some reason, how popular this story is, it wasn't available at my library, which is insane. Most of the time, whenever I'm gonna buy a book, I look to see if it's at my library, if I could get it on Libby, and if it's not, then I'll actually buy it. I really thought this would be, and it wasn't. But yeah, if you've read any of the books in this video, let me know what you thought of them. I'm very excited to get into them. Let me know which one I should read first. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, and if you liked me, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in my next video. And yeah, bye.